My name's Leah Bennett. I'm the Managing Director of First Nations Foundation, and this is Rich Blak Women in Business. Today we'll be speaking to some strong Black women who own their own businesses and hold executive positions within organisations. Today is a great opportunity to highlight some incredible women in business. First Nations businesses contribute over $16 billion to the Australian economy, and it's a great opportunity to hear from these women how they've gotten to where they've gotten to, and hope that their stories will inspire you. My name is Leah Bennett. I'm a proud Wiradjuri woman and the Managing Director of First Nations Foundation, and today I'm here with Kristy Dickinson from Haus of Dizzy. Lovely to meet you. Can you share a bit about who you are, your mob, and where you call home?
So my name is Kristy Dickinson. I'm a proud Wiradjuri woman and the owner and creator of Haus of Dizzy. I also have now a premium kids clothing range called Haus of Dizzy after my 5-year-old son. I'm from New South Wales, from Sydney, but I've been down here for 8 years now and I call Fitzroy home. Yeah. That's where I have my studio and my fabulous store.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So you've just got the one store here based in Melbourne. Whereabouts is that?
Store. So it's just off Gertrude Street in Fitzroy. So Fitzroy's got a lot of amazing First Nation history, so it's a really important place that I wanted to set up base. We've been there for three years now.
Yeah. What inspired you to start your business?
So I always loved creating. I love art. I love painting, drawing. It's always been very important to me. I once did an interview and they were like, if you weren't doing like creating or being artistic, what would you be doing? And I was like, I'd be dead. Yeah. Because I just love like being creative. But basically I started making jewellery as an art therapy. Mum committed suicide when I was quite young, so it was kind of really something to, you know, concentrate on and make something beautiful and then wear it and then have people like, wow, that looks amazing on you. So started doing markets, like, you know, taking all my stuff to Glebe markets and Bondi Beach markets every weekend. And then, you know, going out to the club and people are like, you know, when you go into the women's bathrooms.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love your earrings.
Where did you get them from?
So then I started taking, you know, extra sets of earrings in my handbag. And then, you know, when they start going on about the earrings, I'm like, well, you can buy some. I've got some in my handbag. And they're like, oh, we don't have cash. I'm like, I take PayPal.
Yeah, wow.
So I've kind of always been
hustling in the club.
That's, basically started Haus of Dizzy selling out of the pub bathrooms. Yeah, I've always been a bit of an entrepreneur. I remember when I was about 8 years old, I used to see the next door neighbour pinching our guavas off the tree. And I was like, oh, okay, right. So one Saturday I grabbed my mum's fruit bowl, grabbed all the guavas off the tree and then set out on the fence and sold them for 20 cents. Yeah. And I sold quite a few, and then the neighbour, he must have felt guilty, so he came and bought a few.
You could.
Yeah, so that was, I'm always like, and then I used to have like garage sales and sell all my brother and sister's toys and then get into like heaps of trouble about it. Have to give them the money. Always just, I love creating and, you know, I've always been in retail. So I was kind of, you know, opening up my own shop was just the perfect thing for me to do.
And it's so incredible that you were able to turn that creative part of what you do into representing mob in such a strong and powerful way as well.
Yeah, well, when I first started, I felt that there was a huge gap in, you know, representation in jewellery and in, you know, fun, bright, you know, way. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to make those glittery flags, plaster deadly on everything. But, you know, create something that's a bit more, you know, fashion forward and, you know, contemporary, but still representing mob.
It was so cool. A few weeks ago, I was at the economic roundtable with Jana Stewart and she had your earrings on and I was like, look at you, you're even in Parliament.
Yeah, no, totally.
It's so good.
We love her.
It's deadly.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's a big supporter of Haus of Dizzy.
Yeah, she's wonderful. How do you balance the many hats you wear? So you've got a little boy.
Yes.
You've got family, work, community. You know, how do you balance all of that and also stay grounded?
Well, I mean, I am not one to sit still. I love doing stuff all the time. So I'm always thinking of opportunities or like new creative work that I could be doing. I don't think I really like handle my hats very well because I am always on the go. So, I mean, I've just started doing workshops, like a lot of workshops with like corporate organisations and, you know, juvenile justice centres and like schools. So that's also like another part of Haus of Dizzy that we don't really see on the social media, but that's really important to me because I love, you know, community and I love teaching and I love, you know, showing these kids. Like, I'm a housing commission kid from Sydney. I grew up with a single mum and I never thought that I'd ever have my own business, let alone two, let alone staff. So, you know, I want to be an inspiration to young kids and let them know that they can also be in my shoes. Like, but, you know, you've got to work hard. You've got to be, you know, stick to, if you're going to create something, you've got to believe in it because nobody else is going to believe in it if you don't.
Yeah.
So Haus of Dizzy is that. I always say it's me spewed up in earring form.
Bright colours. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I hear you've also recruited your son. He's a worker in the shop too.
Yes.
I hear he's very good.
So he comes to work every Saturday. I'm like teaching him the importance of, you know, how money is made, because we were like, you know, in a shop the other day and he wanted something really expensive and I was like, I can't afford this. He's like, just tap your phone, Mum.
Yeah. Why kids do this all the time now, don't they? What do you mean? Just tap it.
Just tap the phone. I'm like, no. You got to learn about what real money is and like, you know, you have to earn that money.
Yeah.
So yeah, he comes to work every Saturday and cleans the windows and he gets $5. But then I have to clean it because he's sort of, you know.
Yeah, but at least you're teaching him like really great fundamental life skills really early on, right? Like things don't come for free and
exactly. And
nothing is free.
Oh, totally. And that's what I always say to him, you've got to work hard. If you want something, then you've got to, you know, clean something around the house. Like, it's, you know, teach them young.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you personally and culturally to be a First Nations woman running your own business?
I think it's very important. You know, I grew up with a single mum and, you know, she had so many, like, things that she wanted to do, but she just was too ashamed to do it, or she didn't feel like she could do it. Like, I think it's very inspiring to see a First Nation woman and, you know, having their own business. And like, as soon as I walked in here today, I felt very inspired and very proud. And I think that's something that we, you know, we need to inspire other women. Like, and we need to, you know, lean on me. Like, you know, we can help you. And that's what I'm all about. Like, I'm always about bringing people up.
Yeah.
It's never just about me trying to be at the top. It's just like, you know, I love collaborating with other First Nations artists. And it's just, bringing everybody up and coming together and helping each other as a community.
Oh, beautiful. What kind of legacy do you hope to leave for Bub, and how do you see your journey shaping his?
Well, I'm all about teaching children, you know, that they can be whoever they want to be, and I want to leave a legacy for Ziggy. I want him to have everything that I never had, and I want him to be, he's like, you have to meet him. He's so inspiring. He's so artistic. Like, we sit at home and we like create art rather than, you know, playing the PlayStation or whatever. Like, I'm so proud of him every day. Whenever I wake up, I'm like, you know, you're such a legend. But yeah, the legacy I want for him is just that he can do whatever he wants to do, be whoever he wants to be. Like, I asked him the other day, I'm like, what's your favourite colour? And he's like, rainbow. And I was like, what's your favourite thing to do? And he's like, dancing.
Oh.
So, I mean, yeah, and he comes to a lot of, he comes to all the cultural events that I go to. So, you know, whenever we see our flag, he goes, look, Mum, there's our flag. So, you know, him being blonde hair, blue eyes, he sort of, you know, a couple of the kids at daycare was just like, oh no, you can't be that, because, and that's something that I went through, like, you know, struggled, you know, I wasn't black enough and I wasn't white enough. I was just like, but, you know, even when I used to do modelling, like on my comp card when I was younger, I'd get roles for like Spanish or Hawaiian,
Yeah.
and then I'd go for like,
Yeah,
First
wow.
Nation roles, and they'd be like, oh no, you don't look Aboriginal enough.
Yeah. And it's like, what does that even look like? My brother and I look complete
Yeah,
opposite.
right.
He's all mum and I'm all dad. And I always joke and say my mum ran out of toner.
Nice. I love
Like,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just like, oh, colour and how you look is not a reflection of culture.
Exactly.
Unless I'm adopted, but
Yeah. But yeah, just I want him to believe in himself, be proud of who he is. He's, an amazing young First Nation kid, and I just want him to have the best.
yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Tell me a bit about the clothing brand.
So House of Dizzy I've probably had that for about a year now, and I wanted something fun for kids, but was also educational. Like a lot of, all the characters have their own mob and like what they're into. And there's Kira the koala who is autistic and like she doesn't like to be touched. And so there's like all these like little storylines. There's Lawana, who's the emu, and her superpower is ADHD and she loves running. So there's all these different stories. I just want kids to feel like these things to be normalized and,
Sure.
to be accepted. And, there's Marley, the queer quokka, and they're holding the little rainbow flag. So it's good to like, oh, what's that flag? Or what's that Aboriginal flag? Like, it was just something that I wanted to create and, have these little stories and for kids to feel accepted and, loved and be seen. So that's why I created that. And it's a lot of fun, but it's, moving into the clothing is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, to be very different from going from jewellery,
Yeah.
things that you were making personally with your own hands
Yeah.
as well. I seen you had, when I went to your shop the other day, people out the back making some
All my
stuff.
stuff out there,
and then you're going into slightly different. How did you go with that transition?
Well, I'm still, like I say, like I'm still learning every day. In business, you do, like I learn something new every day. It's just like, there's so many things to think about with clothing because, you've got the sizing, you've got the materials, you've got, samples. Where it's jewellery, because I've got my own laser cutter and stuff, I can just like make little samples and, put them on social media and see how they go. But yeah, clothing is a whole production.
Yeah.
Which is tricky, but I'm getting my head around it, I think.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's exciting.
Yeah. What advice would you give to other First Nations women dreaming of starting their own business?
I think definitely just give it a go. As I said before, I've been in retail for many, many years, ever since I was 16. And I used to work for one lady who, for quite a long time, who would always say to me that, the jewellery is never going to go anywhere. You've got a full-time job here. It's stable. You should just stick with that and do that as a hobby. And she kind of said that to me for many years, and I believed it. It wasn't until I moved away from that job that I was like, do you know what? I'm going to just dive into this business. I created Haus of Dizzy all off my own back with no loans or anything. It just was me working hard, doing markets, doing events, and building the brand. And I've let it all happen very organically. I've never really put, you know, I have to do this by this time. I have to do that by that time. Just let it like happen, and the way that I liked it to be. So,
Was there many times through your journey that you thought to give up?
yes, many times. There was last week. Having a business is hard. And that's what I also teach kids when I'm doing talks or workshops. Like, you have to work hard. There's like, you just can't say, oh, I own a business. And then, you've got staff to look after. You've got taxes. You've got many bills.
Yeah.
Then again, I love doing what I do. I love creating. I love like making something and seeing the person wearing it. Like, it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Like, I could be at the supermarket with an old girl at the deli and she's wearing my earrings and I'm just like, oh my God.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
And then they slowly move away from you and they're like, okay, she's creepy. But I mean, that's what I say as well. You've got to love what you do and believe in your brand, because it'll shine, like that will shine through. And I think I've done that with Haus of Dizzy. I'm very honest, I'm very open.
Yeah.
And yeah, I believe in everything that I put out there.
Your brand is so authentically you.
It is.
And I think that's just so beautiful. Like, it's just so wonderful.
Yeah. As I said, it's me spewed up in earring form.
Is there anything that you're thinking about going in any other direction, any other... I mean, I don't want you to tell us your ideas so someone steals them.
No.
What are your big aspirations?
Well, I feel like the older I get, the more I get into homewares.
I love homewares.
Yes, I know.
I like progressively as I'm getting older, I care less about fashion and more about glasses,
So
plates and cutlery.
I want to kind of move into homewares and obviously doing the kids' clothing as well, and then doing adults' clothing. I've always got a million ideas.
Yeah.
So whenever I come into the office and I'm like, I've got an idea, and then the staff are like, oh,
another one.
We just got over your idea from yesterday. I'd love to move into homewares, and we're at the shops the other day and I went to like buy a pillow, like a cushion. And Ziggy, who's 5, my son, he's like, Mum, you don't need another cushion.
Oh, don't you tell me what I don't need. Yes, I do need another cushion. That's so cute.
I just, as I said, I love creating, and I love, as you've seen in the shop, it's head to toe with bits and pieces. Whenever I see a white wall, like this white wall here is stressing me out right now because it's not filled with stuff.
Needs to go on there. Yeah.
So moving into homewares and clothing is probably my next gig.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing it.
Watch out for those cushions.
When life gets tough, what are your go-to ways to care for yourself mentally, emotionally and spiritually?
I think cooking is a big thing. I love cooking. And I love getting Ziggy involved. Like we make banana bread, and last night we made hamburgers. And I just, love involving him with things. And, art, I love creating art. And that's probably my favourite thing to do. I mean, I built a business out of it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's probably my 2 things, cooking and creating.
Beautiful. Looking back, how have you invested in your own growth professionally and personally, and what made the biggest difference?
Well, I mean, for many years, I've had Haus of Dizzy for 11 years now. So the first 5 or 6 years, it was just me doing everything, from making to posting the orders to just doing everything, the social media. So I feel like once I employed staff, that changed my business a lot. It made it, it gave the business growth. When I hired a social media content creator, that changed my whole life because I was no longer like, oh gosh, what am I going to put on Instagram today? What am I going to put on this? So she just changed the whole game. Yeah, having staff was a big turning point, I believe, in my business.
Beautiful.
And being somebody who wants to do it all, it was good for me to step back and concentrate on other sides of the business that I wanted to do, like the workshops or doing talks at schools, which is very important to me. So that gave me the opportunity to do that side of the business. Yeah.
Amazing. Do you have any last words for our sisters that might be looking to, start their own business, do something creative, become an executive, do something with their life? What would be?
I think just do it. Like, don't be ashamed. Just get in there and, give it a go. Just try. And then if you need to try again, just keep on going. People are watching and then they're being inspired.
Yeah.
So just know that, you're touching, at least one person who, doesn't believe in themselves, but if they see you doing it, they're like, oh, maybe I can do that too. I recently did a workshop at a juvenile justice centre a couple of weeks ago, and one of the young girls sent me a letter and was like, I was so inspired by you and your story. I haven't been in trouble since I got out. I'm working at my auntie's shop and I'm also making jewellery. And I was just like, oh, that was just,
how good.
Inspiring that one person, and, just having that little bit of just telling my story and then, for her to change. So I keep that on the top of my desk, and every time I'm having a bad day, I look at that and I'm like, okay, I got this.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, just give it a go And if if it doesn't work out, give something else a go, but never give up.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you.
Easy.
Save your breath, baby, I'm not going home with y'all.